the 1920s there were many social changes and racism. The cities were getting bigger and entertainment was getting better. Also there were many changes such as gender roles, hairstyles, and style. It was the first decade to have nicknames which were the Roaring Twenties and Jazz Age. It was the decade when the younger generation started to do bad things. It was also the decade when the wealth started to go up. During this decade is when the economy rose by 42%. There were also new products that everyone was getting. The income rose from about $6,460 to $8,016. The economy changed from traditional to free market. Taxes were also rising, and so was the stock market. The stock market rose by 20% each year starting in 1924. Flying on a plane made the economy go up as well because the number of people went from 6,000 to 173,000. Then there was cars. By about 1930 there was 26 million cars registered. Women were driving for the first time. Therefore, the government spent $1 billion to build roads, lights, gas stations, motels. The economy was booming. Between cultures there was a lot of different music. It was very different than today's music of pop or country. Since the technology back then wasn't like today, you either had to listen to music on the radio or go to a club. This is when women's jobs changed. They were not able to work outside of home and more women started to work in this decade. The women still did not have all the job options as they do today, but they were teachers, nurses, telephone operators, and retail clerks. They also worked in factories or as maids and cooks. Men were able to do pretty much any job they wanted to, and had a wide variety. They did manual jobs such as farmers, construction, factories. In the 1920s they were starting to like faster and new lifestyles which caused modern music, radio, records, and films to become popular. Jazz was also very popular during this time because it was upbeat and easier to dance to. This did lead to bad behavior between the young people. One of the most popular things to do was listening to the radio. About 40% of people had a radio set. Some people couldn't read, so they got a radio, and they wanted to listen to jazz or sports. Many swing dances became popular such as the Charleston, Lindy Hop, and the Black Bottom. Jazz had also been prohibited in many cities, so performances moved to nightclubs. Things like this made the kids want to do bad things such as smoking and drinking.